I come from a place where advocacy was the furthest thought from my family's mind. The advocacy that happened with me was conform to societal wishes. You were born, the doctor said you're male, you're male. End of discussion, that's the advocacy. And it is truly taking me till I moved up here to start understanding that that conformity that I bought into, I'm having to now tear apart. I'm like having to peel an onion one layer at a time to get back down to who Kelly Jenkins truly is. And I'm so thankful for the place that I am right now in my life, because everything has led to this moment, and I truly think that some good can come from this. So I can't begrudge anything that's happened in the past. But if I had been given confidence and security as to my true identity growing up, I don't know what would have happened with my life. I do know that I'm now having to unravel those pieces and try to reconstruct the broken pieces into who I know I am. And you're giving Leah such a head start by saying, kid, I love you, you're my kid. And I imagine, I've met Leah, you've got 2 other daughters. Sometimes it's got to drive you crazy, because these kids of yours, they're all firecrackers. They're all super intelligent, and they're all very creative. They all have a sense of humor. They all are practical jokers. They like to kid around. They're kids. Mm-hmm. And there's so much energy there that I just kind of picture like you running around constantly trying to bring them back into, oh, come on, let's be more not quite kids, because there is so much energy there with them. I mean, they wear me out, and I only had them for 2 weeks, Boyd, so I can only imagine what it's like to just raise 3 children, because I have no children. And then how do you weave in this fact that you've got a transgender child and not forget about the other children? Mm-hmm. Because I'm assuming that that happens with a lot of families that have a child that's different from societal norms. Is how do you cope if you've got other children to make sure that they feel like they're still as important part of the family as this other child? Do you have any hints, or how do you think that you all do that?
I think you have to be cognizant of that, and perhaps my other 2 daughters would be able to speak to how well we're delivering on, or being thoughtful about making sure that attention is equitable. But Leah gets attention beyond us too. She gets attention. She's been in a documentary. She has, just like you were describing, she's a very outgoing person, so she gets a lot of attention. And each of our children, each of our daughters is different. And so we have to, parent that child with equity among them, but also with differentiation. And we try. I don't know how well we do that, but it's something that I'm cognizant of. It's evolving,
Right.
For example, I built a chicken coop with my oldest daughter, Katie, and we were able to raise chickens, and we still have chickens. And then Leah, we sort of said, let's go on a trip together. And then it ended up turning into going and seeing some World Cup soccer games. We all went as a family. So, and then Molly is wanting to do something special like that. So we all try and do have different sort of connective, things that we do. And Christy and I, quite honestly, I can't really speak for Christy, my wife, but I will say this about myself. I'm running around haywire. So it's not just the kids, it's all of us, we're just kind of dealing with each other. So
then it works.
Yeah, I think so. Not everything works perfectly by any means, but it works,
And that's big. Just the fact that you're cognizant of the fact that, hey, I've got these 2 other children, and I have to make sure that they are just as included with the family as everyone else is, that's impressive.